And what is up, guys? Average Gear Reviewer here, back again with another video for you. And in this one, we're taking another walk down memory lane. So this video series, we're looking back at all the knives that I've done unboxings on so far, starting from the beginning on up to now. This video, guys, you're actually getting a 2-for-1 on this one. So, hey, you're welcome. No need to thank me. But anyway, we're taking a look at the Robato 2 in this video. So stick around, guys, and we're going to get into it. The best gear is the gear you have on. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. If it's your first video, hey, I just want to give you a special thanks for stopping to watch the video. I do appreciate it. If you're a returning visitor, welcome back, guys. You know, this content I'm making for all of you. So without further ado, in this video, I'm going to get into it's going to be the third knife, I believe. Third knife in this series, where I'm going through all the knives that I've done unboxings on so far, and I'm doing them in order. This one, actually, I'm going to do 2-for-1, and I'm kind of skipping the order just a little bit. I hope you guys will forgive me for that one, but we're looking at the Robato 2. And this may surprise a lot of you guys, as some of you may not know that Olight has their own knife division called Oknife, and they make some really, really excellent blades. And there's something else about them that may actually blow your mind. You really may not know this, but we're going to get into the particulars of this knife. I'm going to tell you a little bit about its everyday use and carry, my experience with it. But I do want to start out with just a little bit of background. When I first started making videos, if you guys will give me just a minute, I promise I will get to the knife, but I do want to give you a little bit of context here. When I first started making videos, the first few videos that I did, if you go back and look, and please don't, because they're not great, but the first few videos I did were some big unboxings of stuff from Olight. And that's why I've said before, and I'll say it again, and I'll continue to say it, Olight store, or the Obuy app. It's a great place to get started on an EDC journey. It's a great place to continue your EDC journey and find some things that you may not have known were out there. They carry a lot of really cool stuff. You can get all of the Olights there. You can get all the O-knives. And they do have a lot of different versions. This one that we're looking at today is the Robato 2. This one in particular is the carbon fiber model. You got a 154 cm blade that is about 3 inches long. You have a 4-inch handle, so overall you've got about I believe it's 7.38 inches overall. I'd have to look that up again to be sure. I should probably know that, but forgive me. This one does have the carbon fiber scales, the stonewashed blade. If you look at pictures of it, the blade looks a little bit darker than it does in real life, and hopefully you can see that. It's showing up well for you. It's got more of a stonewashed look to it, and I'll show you another Robato 2 here in a second, and I'll show you what I mean. But it does have blacked out hardware, carbon fiber scales, full steel liners all the way. Nice big lanyard hole. It does use the axis lock. Well, it's not an axis lock, but it's a bar lock system, and it is very, very smooth. Another thing I'll say for it, it does have flat lay screws underneath the pocket clip. Nice deep carry pocket clip that goes almost all the way to the end of the scale, so you have about that much sticking out there. That's not too bad. So I would say that's a fairly deep carry pocket clip, but again, the flat lay screws on the inside means no mushrooms growing in the shade. It means less pocket tear, slides in and out of your pocket easily. And another great thing about it is that you can reverse that. So for lefties, rejoice. The Robato 2 is for you. Of course, it does have T8 pivots here, and I believe maybe another T8 screw there on the scales. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't changed out any of the hardware on this, but get you just to let you get a good look at it. It's a very nice looking little knife. This is a great knife just because of the size and that sheep's foot blade. It just doesn't look that intimidating, and the carbon fiber scales are dressy. So this is a knife that I found myself wearing a lot of times if I'm going to a dress occasion, because for one, for slacks or pants that are a little bit lighter weight than jeans, it's not very heavy. The carbon fiber makes it fairly light, and it doesn't look intimidating, and it looks a little dressier, a little nicer. So I have found myself carrying this one a lot. I will say I haven't done a lot of hard use cutting with it, but I will tell you, for just light use cutting that I have used it for, it is very, very sharp. I'm very impressed with this knife. And the thing that you may not know about it is that these are actually made by Kaiser. This the Oknife Rubato 2 is actually, it's the Kaiser drop bear with a sheep's foot blade. It is literally the same knife though. And you can tell when you really get to looking at it, it has those little Kaiser touches. Got a really nice flat ground here, compound ground, and then the jimping really gives it away. You know, with Kaiser, they're big fans of that jimping, and you're going to get jimping for days. The ergos are really nice. It has a good feel in the hand. I'm a big fan of these scalloped out scales, and especially this one that tapers down to a point, and then it sort of flattens off here. It looks really nice too, but when it's in your hand, it just really seems to lock in there in that good grip. Got all this jimping. You can get your thumb up here. You can actually get your forefinger on if you want to use it for little finer cuts. Not much room to sharpen on these, but you know, this 154 cm steel is going to be pretty sturdy, pretty durable, and it's held up to light use so far very well. I'm not seeing any nicks or burrs in the finish. Maybe a little bit down here. You guys tell me in the comments if you're seeing anything there that I'm not seeing. I can't really see very well from where I'm sitting, so I'm just going by sense of smell right now. Let me show you another one, and this is one I'm just going to include on this one because I got it around the same time, and honestly, they're so close. They're both Robato 2s. This is just a little bit nicer version. It is the Stars and Stripes, and I'm such a huge fan of this Stars and Stripes finish. It's very nice. Looks really, really cool. I'm fairly patriotic, having served in the military myself. This flag just has a special meaning for me, and I think it does for all of us veterans out there. And just a really, really good looking knife on top of that. This is what I was going to point out to. The black finish on this one is it really almost what this one looks like on the website, but you can see the difference in the colors there. This one's a much lighter stone wash. This one's actually a black, and I'm not sure if that's a PVD finish on that or not. They are both 154 cm scales, 154 cm steel. Sorry about that. And they're identical. This one is a little heavier because it has the aluminum scales. It just makes it a little bit heavier, a little bit more premium. Now these are running, I think you can get them right now for $84.99. And these run a little bit more. They're $99 if you can find them. These were a limited series. I don't know how many of them they did, and you may have a hard time trying to find these anymore. I don't really know. I bought them a few of things together as a set with this. I got the i3T and O-Pin Glow. Oh, and also an Oticle. Yeah, got an Oticle with that too. I think that was all part of that Stars and Stripes unboxing that I did. This one's really nice too, and the scales have got nice beveling to them. Feel really good in the hand. It just feels, you know, when you pick one up, this one does feel quite a bit lighter. And I think the difference between them is like 0.3 ounces. I think this one might be 3.5 and this is like 3.8, something like that. But yeah, you can see they're not just like huge knives, but a little bit over 7 inches there. Like I said, it's got about a 3-inch blade, a little bit over 4-inch handle, and perfect size for an EDC knife though. Like I said, this carbon fiber one I have used a lot. I've carried this one a lot. It's got a lot of pocket time actually, and I'm very impressed with it. It's very smooth. This is one that I'll say is one of those that's probably one of the most significant other friendly knives, I will say. I don't really know how else to say it, because if you listen, it's got a fairly muted sound to it. It's not very loud. So, you know, if you know, you know. That knife flicking sound can get annoying to those around us. So let's do some size comparisons on this one. How about that? What's up, guys? Average Gear Reviewer here. Just wanted to hop in real quick and say thanks so much for watching the video so far. It really means a lot to me. If you like the video so far, please take a moment right now while you got a chance. Leave us a like down below. Follow us on our socials. Average Gear Review at Instagram. We're Average Gear Review on Facebook and average_gear on Twitter. So go over, follow us on Instagram. Subscribe down below if you like the content. Guys, this is what we do, and we got a lot more coming. So stay tuned. Getting into some size comparisons here, we've got, of course, the Oknife Rubato 2 center stage here. Let's go ahead and go with the Para 3, Spyderco Para 3. And you can already see it's not a big knife. If you know the Para 3 is not a very large knife. Here's the Benchmade bug out. It's a little bit smaller even than the bug out, and the bug out is not a huge knife, guys. Let's see, we could compare it to the Demko 80 20.5. The arcade in there, of course. Got to always get the arcade in. Of course, the arcade's a quite a bit bigger knife. And the Vision FG, it's quite a bit larger knife. You know, but it gives you a little size comparison there. You can see how it's going to fall into that EDC category very, very nicely. And guys, it's a stylish looking little knife too. Lightweight, not heavy. I would say, you know, with the crossfade scales on the bug out, they feel pretty comparable. This Robato 3, maybe they're 2, maybe just a little bit heavier there. I like the, these have a lot of similarities to me, and maybe it's just that blade shape. I don't know. But anyway, guys, let me give you my final impressions on this one. So yeah, I don't know if I've made it obvious in the video so far, but I really do like this knife. This is one of those that I got a long time ago. One of the first few unboxings that I did. And at that time, I got a lot of stuff in. I kind of said the same thing about the next knife I'm going to review. I got a few knives in at that time, and I don't think any of them really got the time and attention that they deserved. So yeah, you know, don't buy a bunch at one time. Get one at a time and carry it. See what you think. If you're gonna do that, you know what? Actually, just do it however you want. If you want to buy 10 knives, buy 10 of them. But yeah, I'm very impressed with this. Oknife and Kaiser did a really good collaboration on this one, and you know, they didn't go crazy on the branding. Fairly subtle there. You know, with the Oknife stuff, you're always going to get serial numbers because they only do limited versions of everything. So I do have a question though, guys. Hey, looking at these two knives, am I crazy, or does it look like these blades should be swapped? I am seriously considering swapping these two blades out. I just think that black would look really good. What do you think? I think that black would look really good on the carbon fiber. And I think that this, maybe we could kind of cheat it there. What do you think? That's what I'm really thinking, is that stonewash would look good on that American flag. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments down below if you think I should do a blade swap on these, because I just been thinking about it for a while, and I was just looking at them just now and thinking, gosh, that would look so nice to have that stonewash blade in this one. And then this one, it would make this one just like all blacked out. But yeah, the action on these is sweet. They're very, very flicky, very fidgety, very fun. Most importantly, you can index finger flip them, and as we all know, that is the most correct tactical way to flip a knife. Don't need any arguments on that one, because we all know it's true. But yeah, thumb flick, finger flick. If you want to just flick it using the crossbar, they're pretty much tuned to perfection, however you want to use them. Let's see, let me grab a post-it note here real quick, and let's do a quick cut test. I keep forgetting to do this in the videos. Yeah, it's very, very sharp. See if we can get some curly cues. Yeah, well, It's wanting to dig, but yeah, you can kind of get some little curly cues. Anyway, for out of the box factory edge, it's very good. And I have used this one. I have carried that one and used it quite a bit, so it has got some use. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below. Have you got your hands on the Robato 2? Do you have a Kaiser drop bear? If you do, if you have both, I really want to hear from you down below, and let me know what the comparisons are between the two, because everybody that I've heard from says that the feel on the Oknife is just a little bit better. And so maybe it was a later upgraded version. Maybe they used a little lighter springs on the bar lock or something. I don't know, but let me know what your experience has been with them down below. I don't have a huge collection of knives yet, so but I'm working on it. Anyway, guys, that's going to be all for today. Thanks for watching. Average Gear Reviewer, I'm out of here. You're still here. Awesome. Listen, I was supposed to tell you something really important, and I have to tell you this. Don't forget to like the video. If you like the content, subscribe down below. Hit the subscribe button. Please, I'm stuck here until you hit the subscribe button. Please, please, I'm begging you. Please, you gotta let me out here. Just hit the subscribe button. Did you hit it? Did you hit it's right down here. Did you hit it? I don't know, I'm still here. Hello? Hello? Did you hit the subscribe button? Look, listen, I'm literally stuck here until you hit the subscribe button. Oh, stop. Yes, very soon. Listen, please hit the subscribe button. You did? You did hit it? Are you sure you hit it? Try it again. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Please, please help me. It's not